That paramedic, in fact, says the interstate's median is so narrow in Kentucky that it needs some barriers. Fox 17's Sky Arnold joins us live from Vanderbilt Children's Hospital with this exclusive story tonight. Scott?
Well, Stacy, two young girls remain here in the hospital in stable condition with injuries from that accident. Their mother was released from the hospital on Monday while all three people in the vehicle that hit their vehicle died. Well, it's a horrible tragedy, and we talked with a man tonight who says it won't be the last one if something isn't done. For 8 years,
we take care of the south end of the county.
Larry Grandstaff has handled emergency medical calls in Christian County, Kentucky. He says Friday's deadly accident isn't the first he's seen where a driver crashed after crossing the I-24 median.
Every time we see one, we say, you know, how many is it going to take? How many deaths? Is there a certain number of deaths it's going to take before we get action?
The median is noticeably more narrow than what you'll see on the Tennessee side. Grandstaff says because of that, I-24 needs barriers like these.
And there's no time to react. If you see a vehicle out of control, it's already on you.
Currently, there are no median barriers anywhere on I-24 in Kentucky, but that could change.
We do have a couple of places where we've been looking at putting barriers.
Transportation Cabinet spokesperson Keith Todd says the state has identified 2 locations for barriers, including one in Christian County. It won't be along this stretch. Still, Todd disputes claims the interstate is dangerous. As he says, before Friday's crash, Kentucky has seen just 4 median crossing deadly accidents in the last 3 years over the entire length of I-24 in the state.
Every life lost on our highways is a tragedy. Fatal crashes are very random, and fatal crashes are actually fairly rare. So to try to make a decision based on one crash is really hard to do.
Now, money is obviously a factor here. It'd take $12 million to put those barriers all along I-24 in Kentucky. Another issue, of course, is access for emergency medical crews that would be limited by the barriers. Still, Grandstaff is starting something of a campaign to try to convince leaders in Kentucky that these barriers are needed. We're live at Vanderbilt Children's Hospital. Sky Arnold, Fox 17.
And we will stay on top of any changes along this stretch of roadway. You can get the very latest on developments at Fox 17 News at 9 and 10, Tennessee mornings, as well as fox17.com or on facebook.com.